everyone, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. This is Silver Hyena, and what I have for today's video, I found more of these Royal Langnickel Azure markers. These ones are grayscale. It's a 7-piece set. I mean, I've used a couple of sets of these in the past, and I have really enjoyed using them. So these are picking up more steam, which is refreshing to see. Anyways, let's try out this set. First, you gotta open them up. Give me a minute. It is really hard to open these with one hand. Yep, there it goes, sliding all over. Now then, time to get that money. Oh. Well, that came out differently than what I was envisioning in my mind. And there's a reason I wasn't really planning on doing a face cam for today's video, but for a yeeting, I can't resist. Wasn't that exhilarating? Okay, so here are our markers. Wow, they are all neatly arranged and in order, just the way I like them. Azure, you guys are on fire right now. I mean, you've got lightest to darkest, and then of course you got the blender, or as I prefer to call it, the color lightener. And just in case you haven't seen my previous videos on these markers, here's a look at the barrel. You got your bullet tip, and you got your nice chunky chisel. I'm going to be testing these out on my B marker paper, which is an absolutely lovely, lovely paper. I highly recommend. And let's just get started. I love that sound of markers on paper, and of course there goes my chair squeaking. Of course, you probably expect that from me now. Alright, so we got good ink flow. I mean, like, these are great markers, really, especially for the relatively low price tag as far as alcohol-based markers go. I mean, this set was only about $7 at my local Wally World, and who knows if you find them in some of those places like Tuesday Morning, or I'm not sure if these are at Ross or not. Post in the comments if you found something like this at Ross before, or Burlington, which is where I found a set of markers in this brand before. I mean, sometimes you just never know, but these, I've liked every single set of Azure markers that I've used so far. All 2 of them. Although, I have seen, I think it was a 40 count set. I just didn't want to part with $30 at the time I saw it, and I'm kind of regretting it a tiny bit now. But post below in the comments if you've seen what I'm talking about. As usual, you know I love to hear from you guys. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna finish with the rest of these swatches real quick, and then it's time to do a blending test. So, well, hey, would you look at that? However, I did decide that before the blend test, what I was gonna do was, just so that you could see, I was gonna run the colorless blender over each of these swatches, just so that you can see the color lightening effects they tend to have. Maybe. It's not really showing up all that much. Well, I'm gonna do a blend test. Although, as I have been reminded of, I remember a while back in one of my videos somebody had commented specifically to use this while the ink is still wet. Well, how about we try that out? So I'm just gonna use these two here and very quickly. No, don't dry too fast. Please don't dry too fast. So the coverage is quite nice, and oh, using the chisel, I mean, that's a nice blend right there. I like that. Hopefully I don't ruin it. Okay, yeah, that did work a lot better. So, dear viewer, I do not remember who you were exactly. I am so sorry, but thank you. You know who you are. And know that I appreciate you. Even though I can't remember who you were. Oh, okay, let's not dwell on that. Anyways, I mean, like, this is a very simple set, very basic, but you know what? Basic and simple is okay. And so is my air conditioning kicking on while I'm in the middle of filming. Gosh, it's been warm here in Texas. Like, you know, just a little. Anyways, I was thinking that I might just do a little quick doodle here just to take up space, because I can. And what I wanted to do today, since I've got all of these really lovely grays, I have not drawn a lycanthrope in longer than I care to admit. And of course, I love me some werewolf action. So I'm thinking that a nice big floofy werewolf is long overdue. Oh, did I say floofy? I meant snarling and will rip your face off. Because as you well know, petting the werewolf may result in the loss of your hand. Hey, if you like that, consider checking out my Redbubble. Yeah, I actually have that on a shirt. Seriously, go check it out. Okay, well, this was fun. Nice little test. But time to turn the page and do something a little bit more detailed, I think. Yeah, so overall, it's like I enjoyed using these markers. I spent way more time on that doodle than I intended. If I'm gonna be honest. Oh yeah, I might want to put this in there. But I find that these grayscale colors, they work really well together. I mean, like, this would be a great little kind of a field sketching set sort of thing. Like, and I mean, like, it's not like super heavy or anything, so you could put it in a travel bag easy. Always a plus to think of these extra little things, you know? I know that I've already said it once, but it warrants saying again. I freaking love these markers. Beautiful range of tones ranging from very light to very dark. Working with these markers was just a nice experience. When I originally picked up these markers, one of my first thoughts was that it'd be a great set for working on a wolf. I love wolves, and I'm especially fond of werewolves. Yet, oddly enough, it's been a really long time since the last time I drew a lycanthrope. However, this did make it fun again. Typically, when I draw my werewolves, I give them broader, slightly shorter muzzles than an actual wolf, with very pronounced canines. Love those big, sharp fangs. Oh, and lots of fur, especially on the neck, down the back, and on the chest. My werewolves are floofy beasts. Last but not least, muscles that would put any pro wrestler to shame. That is my procedure for creating the perfect lycanthrope. The inexpensive price tag really is an added bonus when it comes to these things. If you're curious about my previous reviews of Azure alcohol-based markers, I'll have the links in the description below, along with those little eye bubble thingies popping up on the screen right about now. Overall, I just really like these markers. A lot. Royal Langnickel has done a fantastic job with these, and the fact that they're so reasonably priced means that if you're just looking to dabble or get started in alcohol-based markers, these really are a great place to start. Plus, since you can find them at your local Walmart, you don't have to wait on shipping. You can have them right now. Another bonus. Now, I just hope that one of these days Royal Langnickel jumps on the brush tips bandwagon, but until that day, these markers are absolutely lovely. Of course, it's only fair to point out some of the flaws too, of which the only main obvious flaw that I found with these markers is that they will smear against other inks. So, someone like me who likes using Microns, the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens, and possibly even the Ohuhu fine liners. However, I have not tried these against the Ohuhu fine liners yet, so I can't say for certain on those. But I know with the Microns and the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens, this is a thing, so beware of smears. And smearing is one of my biggest pet peeves. I think it's right under broken colored pencil leads. But with that aside, well, overall, I'd recommend that you give these inexpensive but surprisingly good quality alcohol-based markers a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Okay, well, overall, I gotta say, these markers, I like them. I was really enjoying this. I think that this is the first time I've ever just used grayscale markers. I mean, like, usually whenever I use alcohol-based markers, there was always color involved. But this is the first time just using the grayscale, and I liked it. These were great to use. Nice, smooth, and best of all, inexpensive. So if you're just looking for a very basic set of sketching markers, Azure by Royal Langnickel, they got you covered. Anyways, with that being said, I certainly hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments, have you seen any other kinds of packages of these Royal Langnickel Azure markers? Because it seems like every so often I come across another one by complete happy accident, and I really want more sets of these because I like them. I really like them. So with that being said, this is Silver Hyena signing off. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!